Hi everyone again. My name is Merlette Schnell, and this is the next episode of West Springs Church's Monday Moments, where we post online a quick thought as we head into a new week that hopefully will encourage and inspire us in following Jesus. This week I want to focus on one verse that comes from the book of Philippians. It's in chapter 4 and it's verse 8, and it reads like this. Summing it all up, friends, I'd say you'll do the best by filling your minds and meditating on things that are true, right, good, authentic, compelling, gracious, the best, not the worst, the beautiful, not the ugly, things to praise, not things to curse. You know, in the last couple of weeks, nearly everyone I've connected with has talked about feeling a great sense of weariness. That after all the world has been through, there's this kind of blanket that's been falling down of great fatigue and a sense of pressure of not really having any direction or even motivation, just feeling this pressure about living. The Apostle Paul, who wrote what I just read, was someone who was well acquainted with life under pressure. And he's writing a letter to a community of followers of Jesus that have become established in the Roman city of Philippi and were beginning to experience all sorts of pressures themselves. And he wants in this letter to encourage them and to coach them really about pressing on, about not giving up, not retreating or pulling back, but to press on in their lives of following the teachings of Jesus. In fact, earlier in the book, in chapter 2, he says he wants them to live as children of God in a dark generation, shining like stars in the universe. And so this letter is filled with encouragement and instruction for followers of Jesus, especially when they find themselves under pressure. The verse I just read out, it comes near the end of the book, and it's as Paul is beginning to wrap things up. He literally says, in summary or in conclusion, and he's saying, this is what I want you to get. Think about what you are thinking. Think about what you are thinking. Paul knows very well that when under pressure, when in the midst of challenging times, the mind has tremendous power to lead us in all sorts of directions. And he lists 8 virtues, very similar to ones that appear in Greek philosophy and literature of the time, but he elevates them by connecting them to an attitude and a mindset of Jesus Christ himself. He's telling these followers of Jesus, I want you to think like Jesus. I want you to have the mind of Jesus Christ. So think about what you're thinking, Paul tells them, knowing that your thoughts will shape your life. Now, this is not some kind of way of tricking the mind. It's not a way of building a little bubble that we can get ourselves into that blindfolds us from what is happening around us. Our natural inclination when pressure comes is to retreat, to pull away, to find a place to safely ride out the storm. But Paul instead is inviting the church to press on in the way of Jesus by letting God continue his work of transforming us into new people by changing our patterns of thinking. This is not easy. You know, a member of one of our discipleship groups, one of our small groups, was sharing with the group last week that she had taken up a challenge, a 21-day challenge to not complain about anything for 21 days. And she said she was in her second day and she did not realize how very hard that challenge was going to be. She asked us to pray with her that she could persevere in it. She was determined to fulfill this challenge because, as she put it, this will change my life. It will change it in a way that will cause more light to shine out of me. Now, you've heard it said probably that until pressure is applied, a diamond is just another piece of coal. What if one of the outcomes of the pressure that our world is under right now is creating God's people to shine brighter and brighter, like diamonds, like stars in the universe. As you head into this new week, think about what you're thinking. Think about what is influencing your thoughts. It's not easy taking control of our thought life, of turning away from the latest sensational breaking news reports or from gossip or from dismal forecasts, turning away from the worst and ugly that seem to be popping up everywhere, even on our own phones or television screens. It's not easy to do, and yet God calls us, His people, to be discerning and to recognize where our thoughts are coming from, to recognize the falsehoods, the fears, the negativity, and the self-agendas that get dropped into our thoughts by the enemy of our souls. Paul is instructing followers of Jesus to realize the power of our thoughts in shaping our lives and to do the hard work in partnership with the Holy Spirit to tame those thoughts, to bring them under control, to take every thought captive. That work begins by thinking about what we're thinking about what we're thinking about. Well, give some thought to what you're thinking about this week. And here's a prayer to end our time together. Holy Spirit, transform us by changing the way we think. Fill our minds and teach us to meditate on things that are true, good, trustworthy, authentic, compelling, gracious. To think the best, not the worst, the beautiful, not the ugly, things to praise, not things to complain about or curse. Give us the mind of Jesus Christ. Work in us that we may truly live as children of God in a dark generation, shining like stars in the universe. Amen. God bless you. God keep you. And now go and shine like a star this week.